Hello everyone, welcome back to Maximum Automation. In this Pytest tutorial series, we have seen how to set up the Pytest framework and then how to create the test methods. Once we are done with writing our test methods, then the next step is to execute them. And after the execution is done, the most important artifact is the execution report. We need an execution report to see what all have been executed and what are passed and failed as part of the test execution. And then if there is a failure, then we need to see whether the failures are because of application issues or script issues. So the execution report helps us to find the root cause of the failures. Execution reports also need to be shared with the team or stakeholders so that everyone can see the status of the current application build. So today in this video, we'll see how we can generate the execution report in HTML format of our test executed through Pytest framework. To generate the execution report, what we need to do is, first, there is a plugin called Pytest HTML, which is used to generate the HTML report. So I'm going to install that plugin. And for that, what we need to do is, we need to go to the settings, and then in settings, we have to install a new package. Here the package name is Pytest HTML. So this is the package Pytest plugin for generating HTML reports. Let's install this package. There are different extensions of the Pytest HTML package, which you can see over here. Based on your requirement, you can download these plugins and then you can use it to customize your execution report. Now our plugin has been downloaded. So let's go back to the test. Now, to generate our Pytest execution report, we need to type the command as Pytest. This is the command to run the test. And then to generate the execution report, we need to set the report file name. And to do that, we need to type the command --HTML equals to, then you can provide the HTML report name. The execution report will generate with this name. We'll get our execution report in the same directory over here under Pytest fixture. Now let me run the test. So once the test execution is done, then what will happen? We'll get our HTML report generated at this root location with the name of execution report.html. So the execution is done. We have got some failures, but that's okay. If you see over here, then we have got one execution report.html file. And now if I open this HTML report, then you can see this execution report. Here we can see that we have in total 5 test cases executed, and out of them 3 passed and 2 failed. We did not print any logs in our test methods, so we are not getting any logs over here. Based on the test case assertion status, we can see that 3 test cases marked as pass and 2 test cases marked as failed. And here we can see the reason why the test cases failed. These are the exception, and it shows the stack trace of the exception as well. Here we have no such element exception. Similarly, another test method in this test file also get failed. And here also it failed because of no such element exception. Now when we have a test failure, then the screenshot of the application helps us to validate the failure reason with application screenshot. And we always want to attach a screenshot in the execution report for a failed test case. So let's see how we can attach a screenshot in the Pytest HTML report. For that, Pytest HTML report plugin provides one hook, and using that hook, we can attach different data into our HTML report, where we can attach our screenshot also into the HTML report. This is the documentation of Pytest HTML plugin. Here in this document, you can see that this method Pytest run test make report. This is the hook method which is provided by the Pytest HTML plugin. Using this method, we can perform some additional steps in case of test failures. This hook can be used inside any plugin or conftest.py file. We also have a conftest.py file where we can use this hook method to attach the screenshot into the HTML report. Now I'll go back to my project, and here in my conftest.py file, I have used the hook method provided by the Pytest HTML plugin to append the extra information into the execution report whenever we have a test failure. So what I have did is, here I have created one file with name as failed screenshot.png. You can create random images names based on the test name, and then you can store all the failed screenshot at one location. Here, just to show you an example, I have given the file name as failed screenshot.png. And then here, I have the extra HTML which I'm going to append into the execution report. Here, I have added one div tag, and under that, I have added one image tag using image source. And this source will be the file which we have created over here. So using the div tag and image source, we are going to attach our image into the execution report. Then this extra HTML will be appended using the extra.append method. And then we'll have the report with us where we'll have the screenshot attached in case of test failures. Now the question is how to take the screenshot of the application when my test fails. To take the screenshot, we need the WebDriver object. And to get the WebDriver object, what I'll do is, first, let me create a variable for the driver object over here. And I'm going to initialize it with none. And then here, I'll make this driver object as global driver. Then I'm going to use driver.getScreenshot as file method to capture the screenshot of the browser. So this method is used to capture the screenshot of the current browser using the WebDriver object. Then I'll move this code from here and will paste it over here. After that, I'll provide the file name. So this method will take the screenshot and will save this file into the root directory because I have not specified any path or directory. And then in this extra HTML, this file will be attached as the source, and then this HTML will be appended in the execution report. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run one test, and let's say I'm going to run this test method, verify Java book price method. When this test method will fail, then it will attach a screenshot in the execution report. So the execution has started. You can see test method has executed and we have a failure over here. You can see that one failed screenshot.png file has been generated. We can see this is the screenshot of the application. Now let's move to our execution report to see that how the screenshot get captured in the report. This is our execution report, and this one is the failed test case, and here we have a screenshot attached for the failed test case. Here we can see the reason why our test method got failed. I can see no such element exception, and then I can see in the screenshot why my element was not displayed. So this way you can add a screenshot in your test results. That's it for today. This is how you can generate the HTML report of your test execution and also how to attach a screenshot in case of failure. I hope you liked this video. Please put your comments in the comment box. Also, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.